Floyd Ernest Norman, born on June 22, 1935 in Santa Barbara, California, is a groundbreaking figure in Black history and animation, celebrated as the first brown-skinned man to work at Walt Disney Productions. Inspired by classic Disney films like Dumbo and Bambi, he joined Disney in 1956, breaking racial barriers and helping bring to life some of the studio's greatest classics, including Sleeping Beauty, 1959, 101 Dalmatians, 1961, The Sword in the Stone, 1963, The Jungle Book, 1967, Robin Hood, 1973, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, 1996, Mulan, 1998, Toy Story 2, 1999, and Monsters Incorporated, 2001. Walt Disney never gave Floyd Norman credit for his work during the racial time in that era. After Walt Disney's death, Norman co-founded Vignette Films, Inc., one of the first Black-owned animation studios in America, creating educational and cultural films that celebrated Black history and produced content for Sesame Street, Villa Alegre, and the TV special Hey, 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 It's Fat Albert, 1969. He also helped create the opening titles for Soul Train, 1971, combining live action and animation. Norman later worked with Hanna-Barbera and other major studios, where he contributed to an impressive list of iconic TV shows including Scooby-Doo, Scooby Goes Hollywood, Josie and the Pussycats, Captain Caveman and the Teen Angels, The Smurfs, Quickie Koala, Super Friends, Laugh Olympics, Snorks, Richie Rich, C-Lab 2020, Jabberjaw, Godzilla, Alvin and the Chipmunks, and Garfield and Friends. His storytelling and humor helped shape the golden age of Saturday morning cartoons, bringing joy to generations of children. Beyond television and film, Norman also wrote and illustrated for Disney Publishing, including the Mickey Mouse comic strip, and authored several books such as Faster, Cheaper, The Flip Side to the Art of Animation, Animated Life, and Son of Faster, Cheaper, sharing his experiences and wisdom from a lifetime in animation. Honored as a Disney legend in 2007 and recipient of numerous Lifetime Achievement Awards, Floyd Norman's legacy stands as a cornerstone of Black history, celebrating creativity, perseverance, and the power of breaking barriers in the world of art and storytelling. Floyd Norman not only made history through his animation work, but also shared his own story through personal and biographical films. The most well-known of these is the documentary Floyd Norman, An Animated Life, 2016. Directed by Michael Fiore and Eric Sharkey. This film follows Norman's incredible journey as the first brown-skinned man to work at Disney, his years at Hanna-Barbera and Pixar, and his continuing influence as a mentor and storyteller well into his 80s. Featuring interviews with Norman, his wife Adrienne Brown Norman, and many of his Disney and Pixar colleagues, the documentary captures his humor, resilience, and love for the art of animation. In addition, Floyd created and inspired several short films under his company, Vignette Films, Inc. during the late 1960s and early 1970s. Educational and culturally rich projects that celebrated Black history and positive representation. Though not autobiographical in a direct sense, these works reflected Norman's personal mission to uplift and educate through storytelling. He also produced animated life shorts and authored a book of the same name, blending personal reflection with creative insight. Altogether, these films and projects serve as a powerful portrait of a man who turned his life, his struggles, and his triumphs into an ongoing celebration of creativity and Black excellence.
So how old were you when you knew you wanted to be an artist?
I was pretty young. I think I was probably around 5 or 6 years old.
Really?
Which is not unusual. Oh, of course, a lot of kids draw and paint. We have our crayons.
Right.
And but I took it seriously. I knew that when I grew up, I wanted to be an artist one day.
You knew that you had a talent there.
I knew that I loved to draw.
Yeah.
So whether I had any talent or not, that's debatable.
And I know that Disney was one of your first jobs. Was it your first job in animation?
Disney was actually my second job as an artist. My first job I managed to get while still in high school. Mm-hmm. I assisted a local cartoonist on a comic book.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
I was already working as an animation professional while still in high school.
Well, how old were you when you were hired by Disney?
Well, when I finally got a job at the Disney studio, I was probably around 20 years of age. So yeah, I was a young kid in my early 20s.
Wow. And I know that you went to Hanna-Barbera at some point.
Many years later,
Right.
I did go to Hanna-Barbera. Not until the early 70s, I got a job at Hanna-Barbera.
I remember Willie saying that you worked together there.
Yes, I did. I worked for Willie Ito. Great guy. We had a lot of fun together.
He's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite project you've worked on?
It's been a long career.
I know.
So many projects,
Yeah.
feature films, television shows, short cartoons.
Yeah.
It's hard to narrow all of that stuff
There's
down
not one that's super special.
to a favorite. Yeah, I mean, there's too much stuff,
Yeah.
too many years. But it was all great. I enjoyed every minute of it.
Well, thank you so much for all that you've given to us in the world of animation.
Well, I think I'm the one who's been the recipient. I've had the good times. I've had the fun. I had the best job in the world,
Yeah.
and I'm glad you were able to come along for the ride.
Oh, thank you, Floyd. Thanks for talking to me.
You bet.
I want to be like you.